ओम सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। ओम वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचानूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। ओम श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। हरि ओम अखंडमंडलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव त्वमेव सर्वं गुरुदेव देव। ओम गुरु जय गुरु सच्चिदानंद गुरु। ओम गुरु जय गुरु सच्चिदानंद गुरु। सच्चिदानंद गुरु चिन्मयानंद गुरु। ओम गुरु सच्चिदानंद गुरु। जय गुरु सच्चिदानंद गुरु। सच्चिदानंद गुरु चिन्मयानंद गुरु। ओम गुरु सच्चिदानंद गुरु। मम गुरु सच्चिदानंद गुरु। मम गुरु सच्चिदानंद गुरु। सच्चिदानंद गुरु चिन्मयानंद गुरु। सच्चिदानंद गुरु चिन्मयानंद गुरु। ओम गुरु सच्चिदानंद गुरु। ओम गुरु सच्चिदानंद गुरु। श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। हरि आत्मबोध फस्ट श्लोक। तपोभिक्षीण पापानां शान्तानां वीतरागिनां मुमुक्षूणाम् अपेक्षोऽयम् आत्मबोधो विधीयते। आत्मबोधो विधीयते। We are studying Atmabodha. In last class, Bhagavan, in verse number 66, he said, Sravanadibihi Uddipta Jnanagni Paritapitaha. Student, he should do three things. Sravana Adi. Adi means Sravanam, Mananam, and Dhyanam. Swamiji, what will happen if we do three? Jnanagni Uddiptaha. In him, that Jnanagni will risen. This is not ordinary Agni, this is fire of knowledge. Paritapitaha. Paritapita means he will be heated in that Jnana Tapas. Actually, they call it as Jnana Tapas, that sadhaka he should do. It is a big process and it is not easy also. Because our settlement of buddhi is somewhere else. World is real. I am the body. And those who are relevant to body, completely they depend on me and I depend on them. This is our understanding. When we do this Sravana, Manana and Nididhyasana, different shade we have to go, that is, this is all depending on me. I am Satya Chitta Ananda Swarupam. Mukta Swarupam. Nitya Mukta. I never born. I never die. I don't have any emotions. All emotions will play on me for some time. I am the Akhanda Jnana Agni Paritapitaha. Jivaha Sarva Malan Mukta. When we do this Jnana Tapas, Jivaha Sarva Malan, all impurities he will drop. All wrong notions and false knowledge. This is the main core for the impurity. Wrong knowledge and wrong notions. We drop them. And Swarnavat Jyotate Swayam. Swayam, he himself shines like gold. Swarnavat Jyotate Swayam. This way, Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji, he discussed about this path called Jnana Marga. This tapas called Jnana Tapas. Swamiji, we do Upavas, Swamiji. Swamiji, we do Tirtha Yatra Ityadi, Swamiji. But they are all okay, but they're little gross. Whereas this Jnana Tapas, we need Sukshma, Agra Buddhi. The Buddhi should be very subtle and the Buddhi should be very sharp. That kind of Buddhi can easily pass through this Jnana Margam. Today, the last two verses, 67 and 68, we discuss and we close our Atma Bodha Satsang. Now, 67. Repeat after me. Hrudakashodite Atma Bodhabhanustamopahrit Sarvavyapi Sarvadhari Bhati Bhasayate Khilam. Together. Hrudakashodito Hyatma Bodhabhanustamopahrit Sarvavyapi Sarvadhari Bhati Bhasayate Khilam. Bhagavan, the nature of Atma or the knowledge relevant Atma, he is saying. Atma Hrita Akashaha Uditaha. Generally, they may ask Swamiji, where we will get this Atma? The complete Vastu, final target, where it is, Swamiji? It is in our Hridayan, in our heart on. Hruda Akasha Udita. Udita means it will risen in our heart only. That's why in Vedanta they say we need not run anywhere to get God. You just close your eyes, there is the God. That Shuddha Chaitanya is the supreme God. Krudakeshe Udite Atma. Atma will risen in our heart only. Some student asked, Swamiji, you said it will risen in our Atma. Udita means it will risen in our Atma. That means for some time it is not there. Means we will come to know that. It will come to our recognition. All time it was there. It is a Nitya Upalabdhi Vastu. Always available. But we will come to know that Satya Chitta Ananda Atma Swarupa in our heart. That is called we as self-realization. Self-realization means the sadhaka himself realized. I am Atma Swarupa, not this body-minded intellect. Krudakyaso Udite Atma. Puj Guruji gives an example. It is like sun shining. Sun 24 hours he shines as per his status. But in the morning time only, we can see him. For us, the sun is available in the morning. But for him, he is Nitya Prakasha Vastu. In the same way, even though Atma is a Nitya Prakasha Vastu, when you came to know, that time we say he realized that he himself has Atma. Hridaya Akase Udite Atma. Swamiji, what is this Atma, Swamiji? You said he will risen in the heart. How? Or what is his nature? Is it a light? Or is it a bliss like gulab jamun, any sweet bliss? No. He is Bodha Bhanu. He is a son of knowledge. Please keep in your heart always the nature of Atma is Chaitanya Swarupam. Knowledge. Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi says, in the form of pure I, independent. I am not body, I am not mind, I am not intellect. That Shuddha Chaitanya, Puj Guruji ka Gurudev calls it as a capital I. If capital I, if it connects with any upadhis, then it will become small I. His name is Jiva. When you drop all, that Shuddha capital I is called Bodha Bhanu. Bodha Bhanu means he is like sun. He always shines in the form of Aham Taya Spurati Hrutsvayam. In Upadesh Sar Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi says, Aham Taya Spurati Hrutsvayam. When you drop all, you kept your heart very calm and no desires, no attachments, no world over there. Then by itself it shines. How, Swamiji? Aham Taya. I. That Bhanu is called Jnana Bhanu. Here Swami says Bodha Bhanu, nature of Atma. When he comes, then what will happen, Swamiji? Tamopahrit. All the ignorance will come to end by itself. Before that, I used to think myself as something else. When that is shining, all the ignorance will end about my identification. Tamopahrit. It is a, what we call, it is a system. When you drop all identifications and keep your heart very calm, then Swayam Prakasha Atma, it will shine by itself. You need not talk. You need not talk means intellect need not talk. Mind need not recognize. Independent Chaitanya Swarupa. When it comes, then our identification will wrong. All identifications will go away. We will come to know I am this. That is called self-realization. Atma Sakshatkar. Because it is not body, mind, intellect, I don't have any birth, I don't have any death, I don't have any good, bad, wrong, nothing. I am the illuminator of all, and I am the substratum for the entire drama. Tama apahrita. All the ignorance will go away. And you yourself came to know you are Sarva Vyapi. The same Chaitanya is everywhere. If you label, you divide the world. There is no label, so Sarva Vyapi. This is the support for the entire world, not only for my body, my intellect, and my mind. This Chaitanyam is support for everything. Sarva Vyapi. Sarvadhari. He is the sustainer of whatever you say, everything. If it is not there, nothing can exist. Remove the thread from the cloth, all cloth will be dissolved. That Chaitanya is Sarvadhari. Bhati. Bhati means it is 24/7. It shines by himself. Bhati. Other mean it doesn't need anything to illuminate. You just keep them quiet. All equipments, what we say now, it shines by itself. Bhati. And then Bhasayate Akhilam. In his presence, everything will get light. Bhasayate. Bhasayate Akhilam. Guruji says effortlessly. Effortlessly means intellect, for example, if it also illumines, but it needs some effort, judgment, this and that, this and that. Atma also need effort. But whereas a Chaitanya Atma, Shuddha Swatantri, whatever comes in front of it, we will come to know that. That kind of bhasana is called effortlessly. It will illumine everything. Sarvavyapi, Sarvadhari, Atma is in our heart only. Hruda Akashe Udita. Job over. Kritakrutyata Bhavati. He has done what to be done. All complaints, incompleteness, Dvaita, everything will come to end when we reach our own home. Hurry home, Gurudev used to say. You should be hurry to go to home. That's why I use hurry home, he used to say. That way, that is our own true, real home. We reached there and all ignorance get ended. And moreover, I came to know I am the support for the entire universe. Sarvavyapi, Sarvadhari, and Bhati. Bhati means Swayam Prakasha Vastu, me. And whatever comes in front of me, it will get a shine. This is the Atma Bodh. And final verse, verse number 68, Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji, actually he wants to tell about that Purusha. Which Purusha, Swami? Who realized this Atma, that Mahatma, that Jivan Mukta Purusha. He wants to say him as Tirdhi. Tirdhi means he is like Tirdhayatra. For us, for example, as a sadhakas or whatever, for us, he is moving a Tirdhi. For him, he need not go anywhere. He need not take anything. Wherever he goes, as though God is going. In that thought, Bhagavan, he brought one word called Tirthayatra. And beautifully he explains about that Jivan Mukta Purusha. And Pujya Guruji Swami Tejomayananji, when he took this subject called Atma Bodha, when he came to this last verse, he became completely emotional. Because for our Chinmaya Mission people, Pujya Gurudev is that Jivan Mukta Purusha, Mahatma, Brahma Swarupa. They say this Brahma Jnani, if one is there in one yuga, whole yuga will be purified, sanctified. His feet itself a Tirthayatra for us. Seeing Guru Padam, taking Namaskar to Guru, and Sarva Tirthamayi, Sarva Vedamayi, Sarva Devamayi, my Guru's lotus feet on. Completely he immersed in the devotion of Pujya Gurudev, and he explains so nicely. He says, Guruji says, generally we do Tirthayatra, pilgrimage. We went to Tirumala Swamiji, we went to Rishikesh Swamiji, Badrinath Swamiji, and we do whenever we get the time. If anybody asks why are you doing, we say it cannot be explained. It is a devotion, it is a bhavana. In that particular Tirtham, complete atmosphere is changed, we will be in another Sattvika Bhava. That's why we go. And in Shastras it is said, many what we call sadhana methods we have, like Tirthayatra, Kirtana, Parayana, so many. Among all of them, they said Tirthayatra is the lowest one, low grade sadhana. Better sadhana is Jnana, not going anywhere, closing your eyes and withdraw yourself and seek your own self is the highest Tirthayatra, they said. Going somewhere else, some desha, kala, ityadi, and doing so many things, they say it is little low grade sadhana, Tirthayatra. And many people, they don't like that. What is Swamiji this? We put so much of money, time, and you are saying this Tirthayatra is not that high grade sadhana. Why Swamiji? Why Swamiji means, here Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, we will chant that slokam, last slokam, repeat after me. Digdesha kala danapeksha sarvagam. This is another matter. Digdesha kala danapeksha sarvagam. Sitadi hrunnitya sukham niranjanam. Yasvatmatirdam bhajate vinishkriyaha. Sasarvavit sarvagatamruto bhavet. Together. Digdesha kala dhyanapeksha sarvagam. Sitadi hrunnitya sukham niranjanam. Yasvatmatirdam bhajate vinishkriyaha. Sasarvavit sarvagatamruto bhavet. This Mahatma, he also did one Tirthayatra. Which Tirthayatra Swami? Yaha. Third line, if you see, Yaha means this beginner, this sadhaka or this Mahatma. Yaha Svatma Tirtham bhajate. Bhajate means he seeks. What Swamiji he seeks? Swatma Tirtham. His pilgrimage is Atma Tirtham only. Atma Tirtham means he wants to know who am I. What is my real Swarupam, Nijaswarupam? Or what is the purpose of life? By which I will get completeness. One solution for all problem. That Atma Swarupam Bhajate, this sadhaka. Bhajate means he is seeking. Oh. To get that, what he said, what he did, he started meditation on the nature of his own self. How can we reach Swamiji this Atma Tirtham? By meditation. He started doing meditation on the nature of his own self. And slowly he came to know, he came to experience that Atma Swarupam, that is called his own nature. This is called Bhajana. Atma Tirtham Bhajana Yaha. Yaha means this man, he did. Maharaj, what kind of Tirtham is your Atma Tirtham? Our Atma Tirtham is Dikka Desha Kala Anapeksham. It is devoid of Dik. Dik means it is not in the north direction, it is not in the south direction, it is not in the west direction. Dik. Desha Anapeksham. Desha Anapeksham means it is not in the Kuwait, it is not in the Vizag, it is not in the Samtirupati. And moreover, Kala Anapeksham. Kala Anapeksham means it is devoid of any time. Dik Desha Kala Anapeksham. This is completely different. Because all other Tirthas, if you say, where is your Tirtham? They say our Tirtham is northeast direction, Swamiji. Kailash Yatra, northeast direction. Rameshwaram, completely southern direction. Dikku. Some Tirtha Yatras are Desha Vyavastha. Desha Vyavastha means if you want to go to Makkah, you have to go to Dubai. If you want to go to Jerusalem, you want to go to Israel. If you want to go to Tirumala, you have to go to India. But if you want to go to Atma, you need not go anywhere. Desha Anapeksham. And Kala Anapeksham. Kala Anapeksham means it doesn't depend on any time. Some people, they say, Surya Graha time. If you do this japa, then only it will give complete result. Kalam. Shubhodaya Kalam. All other Tirtha Yatras are depends on Dikka Desha Kala Vyavastha. But whereas our Atma Tirtha, Dikka Desha Kala Anapeksham, it doesn't depend on anything. And Sarvagam. Sarvagam means everywhere this Atma will shine. Many times I told you, no? Somebody asked Puja Gurudev, because he used to travel. One day in Bangalore, one day in Pune, another day in Bombay, another day in Delhi. One devotee came and he asked Gurudev, Gurudev, how do you feel? One day you are in Pune, one day you are in Bangalore, another day in Bombay. How do you feel? And he said, I don't feel anything. Pune came and it passed away. Bangalore came and it passed away. Now Mumbai is coming, tomorrow it will pass away. I am everywhere same. I don't travel. Huh? That man, what he is speaking? We see as though they are traveling. But the fact is, they are all traveling through him. Not he is not traveling through them. Sarvagam means this is the state of Atma. Mind runs. It is a nice thought if you reflect and understand. Desha Kala Dik Anapeksham Sarvagam. Sita Adi Hrit. Hrit means it is devoid of. Sita Adi means devoid of cold and so on. Cold and so on means cold and heat. All pairs of opposites, we say. Dvandva. Raga Dvesha. Ishta Aishta. Labha Nashta. Jaya Apajaya. Sita Ushna. In all levels, we keep this duals, this Dvandva Bhava. But if from the Atma standpoint, Sita the Hrit. I don't have any pairs of opposites. If we can maintain a little this sadhana, which sadhana, Swamiji? I don't label anything. I just receive whatever comes in front of me as it is. That itself a great maturity in our intellect. For everything we label. Whenever it comes in front of us, whether we say I like or we say I don't like, otherwise we complain. It is conducive to me, it is non-conducive to me. So many we do this Dvandva Vyapara only. That is a complete habitual mistake in our mind. That's why we say the world is, manyness is there in the world. Manyness is not there in the world. We are maintaining that thought. That is called Bandha Vritti. Bandha Vritti means it will limit us. Definitely it will limit us. In our Vyavahar also, if you label, it will limit our frame. If we don't label, we can extend and expand our frame. If completely cut it, you are completely seeing that Satya Vastu. Sita the Hrit. This Atma is completely devoid of duality. Dvandvarahita Vastu. And then Nitya Sukham. Aha. Our Tirtha Swarupam is, Swamiji, Nitya Sukham. Nitya Sukham means ever blissful. Eternal happiness. It means our own happiness doesn't depend on anything. Whereas Manasika Sukham, Saririka Sukham, they all depend on something. If nice sofa, okay. If I don't have chair, Swamiji, I cannot sit Swamiji on ground. Manasika Sukham also. If I like the person, I feel happiness. If I don't like, they are all not Nitya Sukham. Whereas our Atma is a independent bliss. I am Atma, I am happiness. Nitya Sukham. Niranjanam. Swamiji, Niranjanam means extremely pure. Extremely pure means what, Swamiji? I will give Gurudev an example. For example, a man is wearing one shirt. In the shirt, if I have a dark spot, black dark spot, then I say, your shirt is not pure. It contained something else other than shirt. This is called impurity. If anybody carries what they are not, that is called impurity, he says. As long as this mark is there on this shirt, the shirt is impure. Remove that mark, keep the shirt as it is, then shirt is pure. In the same way, Atma is extremely pure, they say. Means Atma doesn't contain any Dvaita Vastu. There is no Dvaitam. This is one without second. Tadeva, Tadeva, Tadeva. Niranjanam. To this kind of Atma, Swatma Tirdham Bhajate. This Mahatma, he did this Tirdhayatra. How great it is. Swatma Tirdham Bhajate, so that he will become Vinishkriya. That Mahatma will become Vinishkriya, means he dropped all kinds of activity. Manasika activity, Bauddhika activity, Sharirika activity, Indriya activity, he dropped everything and he is completely one with that truth. That is called Dhyanam. That is called meditation. Vinishkriya. Free from Swamiji. To get this kind of status, we should be free from all kinds of desires. Who is doing Swamiji? Who is stopping Swamiji not to do meditation? Not to go to my own self. The one and only villain is desire. Vinishkriya means he is completely free from desires. Sarva Sankalpa Sannyasi, Gita says. Sankalpa means it is a child, it is the mother of desire. We do some sankalpas. For everything, some sankalpa we do. Even to come to the satsang also, there is a sankalpa. Swamiji class at 10 o'clock, I have to go. That is called sankalpa. After class also, now during the class only, we made that sankalpa. After class, I will have something. During that activity also, we will keep another sankalpa. This is called sankalpa. Generally, Jiva will do. But this Mahatma is rooted it off. Sarva Sankalpa Sannyasi. Tapovanji Maharaj is like that. Gurudev used to say, he doesn't expect anything. He doesn't want anything. He doesn't desire anything. They are the different stages in our mind. Expectations we keep, desires we keep, wantings we keep, but this Dhyani, Mahatma, he kept his heart completely pure. That is called Vinishkriya, Vishuddhena Nishkriya. Actually, truly speaking, we don't know what it is. Activity less inner system, we don't know. Some or other, it will talk. You slowly observe. Mind also will do continuously. Intellect also will do continuously. And senses also continuous business. Getting world inside and taking our mind outside. This is the job of senses. It brings entire world into us. And it takes our mind completely into the world. This is the activity, Swamiji. We are not Niskriya, but this man, with the strength of knowledge, with the strength of sadhana, he can completely stop them. Because what they are doing, what they are complaining, what they are asking, this is all a false business. Vinishkriya, this Dhyani, Vinishkriya, after reaching this Svatma Tirtha, what is going to happen, Swamiji? Sa Sarva Vit. He become all-knower. All-knower means, which is the support to all-knowing, he knew that. That is called Sarva Vit. Sa Sarva Vit. Sarva Gataha. He is the all-pervading, Now he is no more body, no more mind, no more intellect, which is all pervading. That is he. That is the greatness of our Vedanta. If you know the Brahman, you will be the Brahman. If you know the Atma, you will be the Atma. That is Sarvavit Sarvagam and Amruto Bhavati. This is the final result of entire spiritual practice. What is Swamiji that final result? Amrutam. We are no more Mrita, Jivi. We are Amrita Tattvam. If anybody asks, what is the final result of the spiritual journey? To get that Amrutam. Amrita Swarupam we became. All fear of death is gone. Fear of relations is gone. Fear of world is gone. All bhaya gone. And we become that Amrita Purusha. This is the journey. Highest spiritual sadhana. Tirthayatra. In the form of Tirthayatra, Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji, he explained. Swamiji, we say Tirdham, Tirdham, Tirdham. Tirdham means a holy place. In Sanskritam, there is a root meaning for this Tirdham. That is called Thru Tarati. This Tirtha word came from a verb, a root called Thru. In Sanskrit, every word has its own root. Mula, Akshar. For Tirtha, the root is called Thru. Thru means what, Swamiji? Taranti Anena. Taranti Anena means by which we can cross over. Taranti means crossover. If you have that support, you can cross over. So Tirtha means if you have that, you can cross over this entire samsara. That is called Tirtha Yatra. So the highest Tirtha Yatra is Atma Jnanam. Here Bhagavan wants to say the highest Tirtha Yatra is Atma Jnana. If you have the knowledge of self, then world cannot trouble you. Because you know the truth. Mind may say something. Intellect may say something, but you know the truth. Then you can easily cross over these emotions, that intellectual imbalance and worldly sufferings. That is called Atma. Is this Atma Jnana, with the help of this knowledge, we can cross over. In Upanishad also it is said, Tameva viditva atimrutyam eti. If you know that, Tameva viditva, if you know that, atimrutyam eti. Atimrutyam means you can cross over the death. Then death can give trouble you. We know that is the fact of body, that is the fact of mind, that is the fact of intellect. It happens to everyone. But the truth is Satchidananda Swarupa Atma Jnanam. That's why we have to do this Atma Tirtha Yatra. And second, Swamiji, but generally we do many Tirtha Yatra, this and that. Shall we stop them? Not doing bhajana, gana, tirtha, ityadi. No. They all should gear towards this Atma Jnana. If anybody asks, why are you doing this bhajana, bhakti, tirtha yatra, seva, danam, ityadi, we must say, by which I will get purification of mind, my impurities will be less, then this Atma Jnana will settle more. Actually, that is the concept of all kinds of sadhanas, whether it is a karma yoga or dhyana yoga or bhakti yoga. All tirthas we must do but they all should gear towards this jnana, Atma Jnana. Okay. And Guruji, beautifully he says, do you want your own realization of Atma? Do you want that moksha sthiti? Do you want that fulfillment in this life only? We say, yes, Swamiji. And he says, the main instrument to realize yourself is called dhyanam, meditation. Meditation. But to do meditation, you have to do reflection. Reflection of the knowledge of the self. Then only you can sit for meditation. Reflection. To do reflection, definitely you have to do huge quantity of Sravanam. Sravanam. Now, my dear student, if you want to do Sravanam, you need Sadguru. If you don't have Guru, from where we will listen Sadguru? Therefore, Satsangam is the Tirthayatra. So, going to Satsangam, we must feel it is a Tirthayatra. Here only we will get the knowledge. Through that we can reflect, we can meditate, and I can see my own Swarupam. Therefore, Satsangam is the Tirthayatra. In Tulsi Ramayana it is said, Mudamangalamaya Santa Samaju, Jagajangama Tirtha Raju. This Santa Samaj, even my personal opinion, if anybody, if they says, we have done Puja Gurudev Satsang, we have done Puja Guruji Satsang, in myself I feel, kitna punya kiya ye jiva. How bhagya they are, listening to him and following him. Santa Samaja Mudamangalam. Mudamangalamaya means it is a complete auspiciousness there. Jagajangama Tirtha Raju. This Tirtha Raju of Sadguru or Mahatma, Jangama Tirtha Raju, Tulsidas says, Jangama Tirtha Raju means he himself moves. Therefore, if you want to do Tirtha Yatra, surrender to that great Mahatma. Punya Sloki, Pavana Charita, Brahma Swarupa. His Satsangam is Tirtha Yatra, which is Puja Guruji. And therefore, going to Satsangam is a Tirtha. And he cracks few jokes. When he was a student, our Guruji, Tejobayananji, Gurudev used to conduct camps in Siddhwar. Many people used to come to his camps. Of course, many of in our satsang also they may visit. Gurudev used to take different texts and 3 times in a class and everything. 3 classes in a day and everything. Few people, they used to ask in Siddhbari, in Gurudev presence also, Gurudev, we used to, what happened? We want to see Naina Devi temple, Gurudev. We want to go to Chamundi Devi temple, Gurudev. We want to go to that spot, Gurudev. And he used to scold like anything. You came here and this is a nice opportunity. How can you get the other desires and other, wherever you go, you continue your own habitual mistake. If Sadguru company cannot compensate you, who can satiate your worldly desires? He is Sarva Vedamayi, Sarva Tirthamayi, Sarva Jnanamayi. Ultimate knowledge he is teaching. What you want, I want to go to Jadevi, this Devi, that Devi. 7 days. during the camp time, he used to instruct the brahmacharis also, don't encourage the people to roam around the ashram. Morning 5:30 to evening 9:30, completely they should be in satsanga. This atmosphere they should not break. This is Tirtha, Parama Pavana. And after camp, people used to say, that 7 days Swamiji, holiest of the holy. We don't get here in our town. And why Swamiji? Because of his presence. He used to lift the people to that platform. Complete Brahma Chinta. That's why Puja Gurudev used to say, Tirthayatra means Satsangam is the Tirthayatra. And especially in our Chinmaya mission, Gurudev want to do that. For children, for youngsters, for devis, for big people, yajnas, camps, what not. Tirtha. And Mahatma says, generally, last point, beginners in the spiritual journey, they know that only, because going to Tirumala or Kashi or Mathura or somewhere, it is an auspicious place, definitely not worldly. Other than God, we don't get anything. This is the main knowledge in the Tirtha Yatra. Other than God, we don't get anything. Name, fame, and everyone is equal. We have to be there. But people slowly, they ask, shall I get attached bathroom? Shall I get AC room? And decide, shall I get that? If we get everything, we go. And there also, main work we do with camera. Please take a snap this and that, this. We don't focus that much on the Bhagavanta and the auspiciousness of that place. There also we focus which are not important in that particular episode. For that, our Mahatmas, they have written a beautiful slokam. How should we do Tirtha Yatra? Swamiji, ऐसा भी है कुछ. They say the Tirtha Yatra should be Tirthe Nirmalam Brahma Vrindam. Whenever you go to any Tirtha Yatra, we must seek here anything Brahma Vrinda. Brahma Vrinda means any master's ashram is there. Because all the great realized souls and masters, they stay in the Tirtha Yatras. So our focus should be Tirthe Nirmalam Brahma Vrindam. That Nirmala Brahma Vrinda is there. Sorry, somebody said yes. The great Mahatma, it is there. You go there. And then Vrinde Tattva Chintanu Vadaha. In that Brahma Vrinda, in the company of that Mahatma, you do Tattva Chintanu Vadaha. You ask questions which are relevant to Tattvam. And then Vade Jayate Tattvanu Bodhaha. Slowly, when you came to ask Vade Jayate Tattva Chintanu Bodha, here Bodha will rise. Jnana Bodha. Bodhe Bhasate Chandra Chodaha. Slowly, when you get the knowledge, Bhasate Chandra Chodaha. That Chandra Choda Parameshwara, he will shine in your buddhi only. This is the Tirtha Yatra we should do. Tirthe Nirmalam Brahma Vrindam. Vrinde Tattva Chintanu Vada. Vade Jayate Tattvanu Bodhaha. Bodhe Bhasate Chandra Chodaha. Chandra Choda, where is your Chandra Choda? Here only my Chandra Choda. Ishvara. Nityopalabdhi. And our Pujya Pada Swami Tapovanji Maharaj, in one of the book, he says, the Tirtha Yatra should be, he says, in Kashi we must do Sravanam. In Rishikesh we must do Mananam. In Uttarkasi we must do Dhyan. He said, this is the Tirtha Yatra. Because Kashi is the place of learned people. You go and study. Rishikesh is Narayana Tirtham. You reflect on that. And Uttarkasi is Parameshwara. Meditate on the truth and realize yourself. That is called Atmajnani, is holy feet itself a Tirtha Yatra. Where you can get to the Sravana, Manana, Dhyana and everything, Swamiji, there where the Sadguru is there. He is no more Jnani, he is Brahma only. Chalte firte Brahma. He is our Gurudev. So Gurudev holy feet, our Tirtha Yatra, this Satsang is the revelation in that Shuddha Brahma Swarupa. So this way, so our Atma Bodha should end here. Where we started, Tapo Bhikshina Papanam, Shantanam Vitaraginam, Mumukshunam Apekshoyam, Atma Bodho Vidhiyate. And Bhagwan Shankaracharya slowly brought that you yourself should become as Atma Tirtha. Where is your Chandra Chuda? My Chandra Chuda is in my Buddhi. So with the grace of Pujya Gurudev, Bhagwan Shankaracharya ji and all our masters and your presence, we completed our Atma Bodha Satsanga. Again, we will chant the first verse because that is the tradition in our Chinmaya mission. That means, Bhagwan, please bless us such a way that we can do this Atma Bodha Satsang once again. Tapo Bhikshina Papanam, Shantanam Vitaraginam, Mumukshunam Apekshoyam, Atma Bodho Vidhiyate. Atma Bodho Vidhiyate. 1 minute I will do Bhagavan Nama Sankirtana. And then we repeat after me. Jai Jai Ram Krishna Hare. 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 Veera Maruti Gambhira Maruti, Dhira Maruti Ati Dhira Maruti, Gita Maruti Sangeeta Maruti, Duta Maruti Rama Duta Maruti, Duta Maruti Rama Duta Maruti, Bhakta Maruti Parama Bhakta Maruti, Veera Maruti Gambhira Maruti, Veera Maruti Gambhira Maruti, Gambhira Maruti, Gambhira Maruti. Om Mangalam, Omkara Mangalam, Guru Mangalam, Guru Pada Mangalam, Om Mangalam Omkar Mangalam Guru Mangalam Guru Pada Mangalam Om Mangalam Omkar Mangalam Om Mangalam Omkar Mangalam Guru Mangalam Guru Pada Mangalam Guru Mangalam Guru Pada Mangalam Sadguru Pada Mangalam Sadguru Pada Mangalam Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Hari Om. Actually, today we should do Gurudev Padka Puja. If he doesn't bless you, no, this kind of activities will not happen. Our Gurudev is our Gurudev. Hari Om, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. He must bless us. It is our complete demand. Puja Gurudev, he should bless. Hari Om.